Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Bella's Creation. Today I'm going to do the abstract on polymer clay, and this is what we have created using my previous project, and I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to do this. This is an interactive session, so feel free to ask if you have any questions. I'll begin with conditioning the clay. I really like this one. So for today's project, we're going to use a similar color tone plus few additional colors. I'll show you along the way how we're going to use it. Shall we all double tap the screen and get down to the chat, guys? Tell me who you are, which country you're joining from. It's me, Bella's Creation, streaming from Sydney, Australia. Hi Kim, long time met. So this is going to be our base color. It's already been conditioned. I'll flatten it using the pasta machine. So it's ready to use it on our project. This is our second color. Hi Nanaji, comment there. We the girl how I will have it to hit in that. So this is our second color. And the other color I'll be using is this one. Make sure you condition your clay before you start your project. මම කමෙන්ට්ස් දෙකක් විතර දැම්ම රිප්ලයි කරන්න නැති නිසා අනේ මේක ගියා. Alright, so we have 3 colors prepared for our project. 1, 2, third color, and there's 2 optional colors I'll be using in between. So these are my previous projects that we use abstract technique on polymer clay. It's a combination of few artistic canes. So these 2 are my previous project's clay canes. So let me begin with this color. What we're going to do is create a little dice. Simply fold your clay and create a dice. Shall we all double tap the screen and get down to the chat, beautiful people? Tell me who you are, which country you're joining from. We have Kim, not sure which country he's from, and we have Nanaji from Sri Lanka, and it's me, Bella's Creation, streaming from Sydney, Australia. So I'll mix it a little bit. If you have a tile like this, use a tile. It helps you to form the dies quick and easy way. Few more rounds until we kind of get the uniform shape. Okay, kind of redoing it. Alrighty. Hi, Ganesh, how are you today? Thank you so much for joining. Komeda. So I'm going to cut this into half. Share on the key and we're going to create 2 small dies using those 2 halves. And what I'm going to do next is just wrap this one with the beige color. I'm going to run this through the pasta machine in a thinner setting to get it the thinner layer. We try this one, isn't it? And we're going to wrap it around. Ayan, may picture ka na nila. So let's cut the excess off. Trim it off. And you will get something like this. We are in the process of creating an abstract design on the clay. These are our previous project that we used. And we're doing a similar but different design. So I'm going to use the similar colors but adding a little bit more just to get the contrast. ලොකු earrings ටික ආය තව තියෙන පුංචි ඔරයක් එකත් ලස්සනයි. මම පෙන්නන්නම් කොහෙමද? දැන් මෙතන නැහැ. I'll show you soon. What we're going to do next is going to cut this into half. As you can see, my clay is too soft, so it starts distorting. Since I'm not doing any crisp edges, I'll be okay with that. But if you like crisp edges or you're doing the project that you need sharp edges, make sure you rest your clay for a few minutes or put it in the freezer until it sets before you move to the next one. So what I'm gonna do, rearrange these little dies. So first step what we have done is we got the big one, wrap it around with the clay and cut that in a diagonal angles for 4, and we are rearranging those pieces. This one is a little bit distorted. So you can put it like this, this, just like you can try different things. In my previous project I just this one, now I'm doing this one. Just like you will get the random designs on this. We combine those two together, create just one dice. Hi everyone. Is that Chinese, Japanese or Korean? Ni hao, konnichiwa, and annyeonghaseyo. This clay is very satisfying and relaxing to wash. If you are a polymer clay artist or a beginner, and if you have any questions or comments on my project, let me know. And if you're just joining, just watch and relax. That's the time. What we're going to do next is we're going to add some random designs inside now. So again, we're going to cut this into half. So I'm going to flatten it a little bit. And this time what we're going to do is get my pink color. And I'm going to run that on the thinner setting on my pasta machine. And we're gonna combine these two together. Trim the edges. So you got two colors on both sides, and we're gonna just simply roll it. When I'm rolling, I'm put the beige color inside and the pink color gonna be outside. Give it a little roll, flatten it. And I'm making a long snake. Once you get the desired size, what I'm gonna do, I'm trim the edges. So you can have a little spiral inside. Yeah, it's a little snake. And we're gonna flatten it a little further. So this technique is gonna be different to what we have done earlier. This one was the previous one, but I'm doing similar but a different way. Also adding some different colors. So I'm gonna add that one there, and also gonna add a little bit of green. And then I'm gonna run decoration. There's so many things going at once here. If you want me to slow down, let me know, guys. So I'm gonna get a tiny little piece of green, not a big one, and just put it around this pink color. And we're gonna wrap this little one like that and trim this bit off. So this is how it looks like so far. Gonna get a bit more green on this one, not to fully cover, but just kind of halfway through, and we're going to add it on the other end, and we close it. Trim the extra bit off. What we're going to do now is gently reform the square shape or a dice. So this has few steps, and like you can try and error different methods. So I'm gonna give it a cut on this way, slice that way. So this is the design you get, and we're gonna put them all together. So we are in the process of creating an abstract on polymer clay. It's just like creating a little art design on your clay. And we are forming our dice again. Once I get the dice, what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim this into half again. So we kind of get a mirror effect when we trim it. So every side you have a different design. So this side is our previous one, and this side we have a different design on. Reform your dies. And I'm starting to reduce this. It's easy to reduce the square dice, but a little bit tricky when you're reducing the round canes. If you have a tile, you can use the tile or use your hands. Tiles is quick and easy when you're reducing your cane. Okay, this is just our first part of the design. There's a few more to go. I'll give you a closer look how it looks like so far. And this is our main prominent side, but you can use either ends based on your project to use it on your project. This is like my previous project. This is one of the earrings we created, and these are two other canes that we created to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly put this in the freezer to set. As you can see, it's too soft to handle, and if I'm going to cut this one, it's going to destroy the pattern. Hi Gayanaya, how are we today? Welcome. So guys, give me 30 seconds. I quickly to put it in the freezer. I'll be back. Alrighty, next one gonna be interesting. I'm still gonna save this one. We can use it for our other projects. So for the next step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the skinner blend with the beige color and magenta, and also I'm gonna add a little bit of pink here. It's not too much, just a little bit. The way I'm gonna arrange these colors is starting from magenta, create a teardrop shape, and then it's gonna be in the middle, the pinky, and then the beige color at the end. I'm gonna combine them all together. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna turn the camera towards the pulse animation so you can see what I'm doing. Let's move the camera a little bit this side. Okay, now you can see what we do. Here I will press this side, and we're gonna run this to the pasta machine, and we pulled it and run back through the machine again. We're going to do this few times until the color blends properly. I'm going to turn the settings on the pasta machine into the thinner setting. Ganesh Malik. Then to the Ivarai. Okay, let's keep doing up. Actually, let me see. So this side is a little bit of blood, so I'm gonna turn that onto this side. Shall we all double tap the screen and appreciate the video, guys? And also, if you're new to my channel, Bella's Creation, don't forget to click on the bell icon so you can see more interesting projects like this. So I'm going to do this quickly to save our time. As you can see, it starts blending nicely. While we are doing this, I'm going to set the thickness to the thinner setting. Can we? So this side is a little bit blurred, so I'm going to use the best side on the clay. couple of more times, then we're done. Yeah, just one more. It reaches to the maximum width. So what we're going to do now is fold this into half. I'm going to run this through the pasta machine, but this time on this way. And I'm going to set into the thinner setting and run this through the machine again. I wish I have another hand to manage this because it's a little bit tricky. It's getting longer and longer. Okay. What we're going to do next is, it's like a really beautiful ribbon. So what we're going to do next is fold this ribbon and this way. Put it here. That way it's easy for me to handle. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera and zoom it a little bit so you can see better. It's way too long. It's a henna kind of So we are folding this. I like the color, this one. It's kind of a mix of magenta, pink and the beige color. Beautiful peach color, I guess. I feel like the shape has changed here, so I'm going to trim the additional bits off. What I'm doing. Here we go. Done. So with these dies, what we're gonna do, we give it a little press and form a square with this. Thanks, Ganaya. Thank you so much for appreciation. Let's get our tile. That one is very easy to work with. Alrighty. We're ready to move to the next step. So next step is like gonna get kind of little stripes. So my previous project, but I'm showing you how we're gonna get these green lines inside. So let's get that prepared first. The thickness. What we're gonna do next is from the light side. So this can be anything. Can be keyrings. This was a keyring that we created, and also these are the beautiful piece of earrings we created the same project. I'm simply showing you how we're gonna get the designs on the clay, so you can use it on your own projects. How that sounds. So what we're gonna do next is give it a little cut here. We're not gonna cut all the way to the up, just the little slices. I mean, you don't slice it, but cut halfway through. And this is how it looks like. We just simply get in little openings. Thanks so much, Ganaya. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna insert these green bits. Do it gently. And I'm gonna trim off the extra bits here and also from there. And we do the same with the other pieces. Gently insert your clay. While you are watching, shall we double tap the screen and appreciate the video, beautiful people? Also, if you're new to my channel, Bella's Creation, and want to connect with me to see more projects like this, don't forget to click on the bell icon. Here we go. Oh, actually this side. I'm thinking why it's not cutting because I'm using the wrong side of the cutter. Okay. Let's do the last one. Seems like it's good stuck. Hi, Tikiraka Komeda. Hey, Red. Ane, api darakaya. Long time no see, bro. Tikiraki Komeda on the end. Alrighty, so we have insert these green bits. What we're gonna do, simply push them together and create a round cane. Hi, darling. Halat again in the car. Yeah, I had that in a cacavarata. Alrighty, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna reduce the cane. So we have a set of friends down here. Start the chat. If you like, get down to the chat and tell us who you are, which country you're joining from. We have friends from Australia, Sri Lanka, Maldives, and where else? And once we get to know you more, I'm more than happy to have you as my regular and as a moderator. So let's get to know each other. Get down to the chat, guys. So we're simply reducing the clay cane. I don't have enough space to pull it. If I'm going to pull it, I'm going to ruin the design. So I'm just gently rolling it as we go. මේක හැමීට මෙහෙම reduce කරන්න අපේ design එකත් preserve කරගෙන. So what I'm going to do next is gently press from the middle and press it upwards. In that way, you can reduce the cane easily. Now it's the time we can pull it because we came to that size. We can easily pull the edges, but do it gently and don't worry about the edges. Anyway, it's going to be distorted. A little bit longer. It actually looks like a snake, honey. Alright, I'm going to trim the edges now. This is how it looks like inside. Once we trim the edges, so I'm gonna gently press it from the bottom. Bottom means the light color side. Do it gently. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do next is just leave it there. I'm going to put these two away. And now you can see the whole table. So let's move to the next part. I'm going to save all these bits and pieces because we can use it for our next project or as well as. So this one, we're gonna do a quick mirror effect. So I'm not making dice but making a square. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Flatten it a little bit. And I'm going to use my round cutter to trim some part of it. And what we're going to do, get the green color. Apologies if you can't see, let me rearrange. And also my beige color. I'm going to put them on one another. trim the extra bits off. And here what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert that layer and cover it. I'm gonna do a little different cut. Let me get a small cutter. I'm gonna do the same. So use the same one, bring it across. And put this one here. Hi, Lon. Is it Lon? Ian? Oh no, Ian. Ian or Ian? Ian. Hello, hello. So I'm gonna give another cut here. Sorry guys, I can read the letters only on angle. So I'm just guessing your name. We're gonna put this one here. Where's my piece? Doing a little bit of patchwork. Which country are you joining from, Maya? It's me, Bella, streaming from Sydney, Australia. And gonna do one big one there. Oh, that stuck. Which way did I got? This way? No. No. Okay, this way. Let's trim the extra bits off. And we're gonna recreate the shape here. Gently bring them all together in a kind of a square shape. And we are reducing it. Romania, that's great. So you're a painter, wow. And I will be definitely following you. I love art, crafted stuff. It gives me kind of a relaxation. Usually I start this as a hobby. Oh, good news guys, we registered as a business in Australia. So Bella's Creation is officially registered. Alright. Okay. Do you have a channel, Ian? If you do have a channel, shall we all follow Ian and support her? She must be having a bigger channel, but let's show our support for her as well. Alrighty, so this is ready. This one is ready. Let me quickly go and grab the one that we put it in the freezer. Then we can start assembling them all together. Until I'm back, just look at our creations from my yesterday's project. I'll be back soon. Hi Roxana, how are you? So let me give it a little slice on this one. This is how it looks like. So we created this design on the polymer clay. If you were there from the beginning, you know how to do it. So let's get our background color. You can use this one of these colors as a background, or you can use totally a different color as background. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do translucent as background. So here we go with our translucent. I'm gonna get this condition quickly. This already has been conditioned, but I run this through the pasta machine. So I'll do it in a thinner setting. Alright. So this now your cane's ready to arrange on your background clay. Let's flip it around. So first I'm gonna be slice this one, and I'll be arranging them in a order. So this is how it looks like. Let me give you a closer look. And we create that design on the clay. They're all handmade designs, guys. No painting. Sometimes, like the polymer clay artists paint on the clay. It's good, I appreciate. But sometimes the durability is a question unless you coat it with resin. But some people are allergic for resin. Let's arrange them in order. Excuse me. Let's save this one. Feel like I distorted it a little bit. And we're gonna put this one here. So this is how it looks like once we assembled it. Is it cool? Do you like it? So you can use this one as it is for your project, or maybe you can add a few more to get a different contrast. Maybe let's slice this one, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can create a little flower inside. Let's do it on the hand so you can see properly. If you don't like, you don't have to do this, but I'm just showing you a different things what you could do with that. Here guys. New Mexico, wow. Welcome. How do you say hello in your language? Do you speak any other language than English? And I need one more here. Hola. Hola. So, like you can create different projects, guys. You don't have to do the same thing that I do, because I also do different things at different times. Thanks, Banyanka. Thank you so much. So let's dice our other one and see how it looks like. So this is the one that we just created. So I'm gonna cut a few slices from that. And I'm gonna layer it on the other end. You can mix and match the way you want it. How I'm gonna do that? I'm a bit confused. Okay, yeah. No. So this is how it looks like once you layer it. And this is that. And I'm gonna add some bits here as well. So I can show you a few different projects that we could do using the same thing. Sky is the limit with your creativity, guys. There's nothing more wrong with arts, isn't it, Tired? It's just the way you express your feelings and you create that with your little, what do you call it? Sense on? Because once you start art, craft, drawing, painting, for me it's like a meditation. So it's a time for you to connect with yourself, and it's a media of expression. Put this on around here. Let's layer this first, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna use this in different angles and create different stuff. Few more slices. එමෙද අද මේ චුට්ටික් රස්නේ අපි ඔටෝමේට් එකේ රස්නේ සීතයි දෙකම තියෙනවා. Can add one more on this end. Shall we all double tap the screen and appreciate the video, beautiful people? And also, if you're new to my channel, Bella's Creation, don't forget to click on the bell icon so so you can stay connected with me and watch new projects like this. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna flatten this little bit. So I'm gonna cover this with a foil. And of course we need this one now. Yeah. And we're gonna give it a roll. When you are rolling, do it gently because it can be easily distort the design. Usually this kind of projects I don't run through the pasta machine to thin it. I usually use my acrylic roller. To flatten it. මේක ඩිසයින් එකක් මේ රෝල් එකද මේක මම හැමදාම යූස් කරන්නේ. ඒක තමයි රෝල් එක. Here we go. As you roll, you can touch the surface. If you feel bumps, that means it's need a little bit more flattening. මේ මත ගෑවාම ඔයාලට තේරෙනවා ඒක නිකන් bumps තියෙනවා නම් ඒක ටිකක් flat කරන්න ඕන. Need a boo-boo here. Let's take it off gently. I feel like it's stuck. Here we go. Frame එකයි thickness එක බලා ගන්න තියෙන එකක්. එතකොට thickness එකට තමයි roll වෙන්නේ. See the design, guys. You embedded that flower onto your clay again, and you can do the similar there anywhere you like. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add another flower here. That's not hard. Let's get our petal clay, which we just created. I'm gonna slice that. අපේ petal clay එක අරගෙන ඊනියට එක slice කරගන්න. Just little ones. I need 6. I think I ruined one, so let's put it away. Alright. And we're gonna arrange them on the clay. So I'll do it here so you can see it well. time again and gently flatten it. That's better. A little bit more here. That's how the design looks like. What do you think, guys? If you like it, let's double tap the screen and I'm going to show you how we're going to create beautiful pair of earrings with that. When I'm cutting it, I'm not going to cut the full flower. Just to get that design, we'll do kind of a half of the flower and do it like that. What do you think? Is it good? Let's do the other pair. And that's it's gonna be. Let's double tap the screen if you like the video and what we created. And if you like to see more like projects like this, don't forget to click on the bell icon to stay connected with me. Let's pierce this. So this can be another pair of earrings like that. That's our last project. It's a little bit of different. Gonna pierce this one. And after that we can oven this in 130. Preheat the oven for 30 minutes. Right, Asana, thank you so much. So I'm gonna quickly show you how we're gonna create a bead using this one. So there are several techniques. I use a different one here, and also this is the purple one we created. Where is it? It's a different one because you can actually guess do different projects with that. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna save this one for my future earrings, but I'm gonna use my bit and pieces and show you how we create a pair of earrings. I'm gonna mix and match these little things. Actually, not the earrings, and these are the earrings. What I'm talking? What happened to Bella? So a bead. We're gonna do a bead next. Need one more slice. This one. I'm using the leftover as fillers. Just make a little ball. And cover that with your clay that you want on your bead. And give it a little roll. So this is you get. If you like to keep the bead like that with the random colors, random shapes, you can do it. So I like this one as well. But I'm going to show you how you can add some petals on your project. So as earlier, we're going to do the little slices. Or 5 as per your liking. And you pick and choose a place you want to position them. For this one, I'm going to use my picking tool or a needle tool to get these ones. It's too small to handle. And you can arrange them as a flower if you like a flower. Otherwise, you can just do 3 petals on one side. And you can do another 3 on the other side. Just as you like it. As I mentioned, it's your project, so you can be a bit more creative. Take a risk, do something new. Connect 2 here and 3 here. And we're gonna give it a roll. So this is how it looks like once it's embedded onto your project. I think it's need a little bit more volume. Here you go. So you can create different things, different designs using your clay. So today, this is our today's project. We created the abstract design. This is a very simple design. This one for anybody anybody can follow. So there are some complex abstracts that you can do. These are the clay cans that we use today to create this beautiful abstract design. So let's double tap the screen before we go, guys. And again, if you're new to my channel, Bella's Creation, and would like to stay connected with me to see more projects like that, don't forget to click on the bell icon. I'll see you tomorrow between 7 to 7:30 Sydney time. Thank you so much for joining with me. I'm not going to mention any names because I'm going to miss it. And thank you so much again for joining and your support. I hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new. And I'll see you tomorrow, Sydney time, between 7 to 7:30. Until I see you then, stay safe, stay happy. It's me, Bella's Creation. Ta-ta!